Hello. Hi. It's been a few weeks since I've posted, and lots happened in that time. And I'm smiling because there's so much on my mind, and today it's the first day I've been let to get on with things in any way, shape or form for a little while, and I want to have the video here with me ready so I can put my best foot forward and give myself the best shot going forward. So what do I share? First of all, what I share is this, is that I've always had problems with ego. Secondly, I've been spiritual for as long as I can remember. So not only do I have problems with ego, but it's like my life's work, regardless of where I am, to dismantle the more negative aspects, at the very least, of ego, and understand the other aspects thereafter, my own learning. So what am I trying to get at that? So what I'm trying to get at is I put myself out there this year for the first time in my life, with all the videos on Facebook and my YouTube channel I need to sort out. And it did a little bit of funny thing with me, with my mental health, and that is that I think because I've been alone for such a long time, the first bit of putting myself out there and jumping into the deep end with all the videos, like, this is who I am, this is my message, this is blah blah blah, it was I needed a bit of space just to recalibrate, and I know there was something not quite there in myself and in the message and in the tone that did something a little funny to myself, and I'm sure I got a little bit carried away at times, but I've had the reflection, I've had the chance to think, and I've had to do a lot of reshaping for my mind to the whole world and to life, and I figured out a way that I can put a message out there. It might be of use, it might be of entertainment, some, but it would still be a little bit more grounding and less egotistical than the ones before have been. So that's one thing that I've managed to sort out, and that's why I feel confident I can start up the videos again, and I'm not gonna have that little thing at the back of my mind. But yeah, I've also really got clear on how I'm going to put the videos out there, and they're going to take two forms, which is what I was hoping for at the beginning. One is me picking up the iPad and having a rant, and you'll be able to tell when I'm having a rant, so do tune in if you want to laugh at whatever's going on in my mind. And other ones are do you know what, as I talk about spirituality, I talk about reality, blah blah blah, what's real at the end of the day, I don't know. Yeah? And ultimately, I've got stories that are formulated that aren't in any way complete, that are at the very core corrupt. I'll explain that maybe another day. But ultimately what they are is a mishmash of every piece of spiritual information I've ever learned. Me living my life and looking at the world, and neatly tying up the loose ends. Now, that's all I'm ever going to claim that they are. That's all that they really are. And that's what I'm going to put out there. Is stories that I'm going to call beautiful. Most of them. Do you know what? If there was anything I was ever going to claim an ego over, it's hard to say this because it is egotistical. But if there was anything I could ever claim an ego over, so like a life's work, it would be this. You know, I've given more energy to spirituality, collecting these bits of information than anything in my life. And I've enjoyed it more than anything. It's given me more life than anything. And I wouldn't have ever expected me to got to the point where my mind would tie up all these loose ends, and I could actually take all these chunks of information that I've got and tie them synergistically, you know the word, together to create a story. You know, regardless, just tie up little loose ends to create a story. I'm impressed with not with myself, because I haven't done a thing, but with just what life has given me in this context. And for me, you know, if I put these stories out there, I know there's an element of truth in them. Not only do I know there's elements of truth in them, but where there is elements of truth in them, I know they get attention. So if I'm telling a story and you're hearing this about reality or that about reality, and you understand this approach and this philosophy, and you understand this about energy and this about healing and this about health and that about the environment, and somehow they're all coming into the same story. I don't know, it just for myself it's just like little light bulbs, but so quick, you know, you don't really realise they're going off, and to reflect on them in the moment. And then afterwards, what you're left with is a feeling of that story that ties in all these elements of reality, but you don't really know where the difference is. You don't know where the lie is. You don't know where the truth is. And you're left with something to ponder for the rest of eternity. So that's where I am with the stories. And they're going to be to keep me positive, because me positive, because I've never been able to share anything. I've never had anything to give. You know, I've always had to work really hard, and this has come to me, and I can just share it. And it's really beautiful, and I get a lot from it. And it's to keep me positive with things, how they are at present. And I'm going to make sure there's a way. Sorry, I'm looking at my door frame at the background. And, oh man, it's my eyes. I've had problems with my eyes and focusing lately, and just seeing it on camera, it's just like somehow clearer than looking at it in person. So no, it's on my to-do list to get the builders round when the lockdown eases. But I'll make sure there's a way that's clearly definable for anybody that wants to follow along to listen to stories or to listen to rants, or just to listen, man. Just tune in anyway. I hope you're all well. We've got the lockdown coming. We've got the lockdown coming again. We've got the lockdown coming again, so who knows, man. If it's just a month, it's not going to be a thing. If it's I'm too much of a survivalist, you know. I think about the lockdown, and I think, right, that's it. We could be here for like a few years. We've got to prepare. We've got to have electricity. We've got to have fuel to cook. We've got to have heat. We've got to have entertainment. We've got a means to communicate when. Anyway, that's my mind, and I half get off on it, and it's half a hindrance, but it's nothing I can really do. It's who I am. Anyway. This is one element I've got piecing in my mind, and that is how I'm going to end the videos, because, as I said at the beginning, I'm communicating the video in a different way than I've done before, and saying goodbye is, pardon me, saying a sticking point. So I'm just going to press end, and we'll pick up another time.